Alright boys and gals, you've seen yesterday's video on Blaster Blade, the OG one. Now, let's bring out its rival, Dragonic Overlord. Oh, restand! Okay, so not to worry, today I'm just gonna unbox this gem. Tomorrow, the fight battle, and you know, I'll try to edit it to make sure that the cards are viewable and you can see what's going on the field rather than some glare. But for now, let's see. Side, back, side, top, bottom, card list. Can't see the card list properly. Don't worry, I'll put it in the description box below. Dragonic Overlord. Yeah, I'm gonna give some ASMR treatment here. Alright, so let's not waste any more time. Again, confirming that this is completely brand new and you can't get this anymore since this thing was manufactured back in 2012, and by now it won't exist. I mean, if you find any, then I'm sure people will scalp it because they will claim, oh, it's a rare item. It's a rare item if there's a high demand. It's not going to be a rare item if there are little to no demand. And last time I checked, Vanguard, well, unless Vanguard has become one of the just like the big three trading card games like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Magic the Gathering, I can see the demand, but it's still it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay, let's just have a positive mindset. So, just like the Blaster Blade trial deck, the Dragonic Overlord trial deck comes in a plastic casing. I'll sleeve up both of my decks off camera once I'm done, and then similarly, you'll be greeted with the same things inside: a playmat as well as the playbook and the starter's guide. Oh man. Now, fun fact, I think the video is still up in YouTube. I think I did an unboxing of these two trial decks, but I cannot recall much. And back then I was quite young, it was like over 10 years ago, so the way I unbox and review and talk shit in front of camera is kind of awkward. But now, being a grown-ass adult with my badass style, I have a lot of things to say now. But yeah, also I want to do my old videos justice, where back then it was kind of cringy and kind of sucks, but now, things change. We grow up more. Oh god, this is tight. Like a virgin. There we are. Plastic bind removed. Oh man. Now, back in 2012, back when Vanguard first started, everybody wanted to play Dragonic Overlord because it's awesome, it can restand, and the pilot who's using Dragonic Overlord will always yell out, "Final turn!" So, everybody wants to play as the edgelord anti-hero, or basically the edgelord rival character, rather than playing the blue soy boy Aichi, who's using Emir Grade 2, but jokes on them. The last episode of the Link Joker arc of the anime, Dragonic Overlord got murdered by a Grade 2. Oh wait, jokes on you again. Episode 2 of both the original series and the V series, Dragonic Overlord got his ass handed by hold up, a Grade 2, and who's that Grade 2? Blaster Blade. So suck it, Overlord edgelord boys, fanboys. I have some vendetta against it, but hey, that is for another video. So let's look at the content of this relic, and then tomorrow you shall see the OG Dragonic Overlord and Blaster Blade duking out at each other, OG style, no sentinels, because you want to know why? Back then, the trial deck doesn't come with sentinels, and you want to buy sentinels, it's bloody expensive back then. It's around like 60 ringgit Malaysia, 60 ringgit. So I mean that's how much it cost back then. Try translating in your currency. It might be cheaper in your eyes. Oh no, because let's just say Malaysia, we have a lot of B40s that try to act as if T20s. Quick little context: B40 meaning that you're broke, T20 meaning that you're rich. Anywho, let's look at the contents, shall we? So first things first, we have two copies of Dragonic Overlord, one in triple R foiling, and the other one being in common foiling. You can see the difference over there. Common foiling seems brighter, triple R foiling, shinier. Next, you get yourself Dragon Monk Goku. Oh yeah, by the way, now Dragonic Overlord throughout its numerous incarnations. Oh man, I even forgot to share you guys what Blaster Blade can do. Well, tell you what, let me just pause for a while. Also because I like to grill Dragonic Overlord fanboys. Now the OG Blaster Blade, it has two skills. On place on the Vanguard circle, Counter Blast 2, you get to retire any of your opponent's rearguard. Whereas if you place it on the rearguard circle, Counter Blast 2, retire only your opponent's grade 2 or greater rearguard. Then, man, I can't believe I forgot to do that. Anyway, now here's the OG Dragonic Overlord's skill. Oh yeah, very different than the V and the overdressed one. Anyway, here's his skill. It has like two skills. First one, if you do not have another Kagero Vanguard or rearguard, it gets minus 2k, so it becomes an insulting 9k base. And then second skill, Counter Blast 3. Yes, it's quite a heavy Counter Blast, but back then resource management wasn't much of a thing in Vanguard. So Counter Blast 3 until number 10 gets plus 5000 power, and when this unit attack hits an opponent's rearguard, restand and loses twin drive. So swing the opponent's rearguard, get your twin drive, and then if let's say the attack hits, restand, attack at the Vanguard or rearguard, you only get one drive check. So in other words, this is why among the reasons Dragonic Overlord trial deck was highly sought after back then, because in a rough way, I guess, or in a pseudo way, you kind of get triple drive in the wait, hold on, no, you lose twin drive, so meaning you don't get to drive check. Yeah, my bad. But hey, if I get the ruling wrong, please let me know in the comment section below. I mean, I'm not some kid. They're like, hey idiot, that's not how you do it. I mean, yeah, people make mistakes, and we acknowledge it and stuff. So yeah, you don't get to drive check. However, what? I'm gonna email Bushido. Yeah, I'm gonna email Bushido and double check, because it says it loses twin drive, so I assume it only gets a single drive check when it attacks again, I guess. But anyway, you either get a if let's say you still get the drive check, so either way you either get to do a pseudo triple drive, or if you manage to knock over like two opponents' rearguards after its first attack, a pseudo quadruple check. So it's kind of powerful for its time. Of course, in today's format, well, people actually would laugh at this kind of card because they're not as dangerous. Now, here's something of a mystery. Why minus 2k if everybody knows in Vanguard you only use one nation or one clan? This is because, boys and girls, back then in Vanguard, now yes, we are aware that there are before Overdress there are like 24 clans. However, back then the full roster of these 24 clans were not completed. So you have players, or actually what Bushido intended is that having clans mixed with each other. Maybe Kagero will be mixed with Tachikaze, or Nova Grapple mixed with Dark Irregulars. So that's what Bushido aimed Vanguard to be. But unfortunately, I guess Bushido kind of dug their own hole, where they somehow taught players to focus on a one clan build rather than multi-clan. So yeah, Bushido screwed the pooch on that one. Anyway, so that's what Dragonic Overlord can do. Next, Dragon Monk Goku. Now, it's kind of like Bridget, but Bridget has power up Goku. Now, when you on the Vanguard circle, when this unit drive checks a grade 3 Kagero, choose an opponent's grade 1 or less rearguard and retire it. So kind of okay if your opponent runs a full grade 1 lineup in their rearguards, but it is what it is. Next, but the single R printing of Berserk Dragon, I think there are other copies in common print later in the unboxing. But hey, Berserk Dragon kind of works like Blaster Blade, but it's a bit different, where when placed on the Vanguard or rearguard circle, Counter Blast 2, choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or less rearguards. Aha! So Kagero focuses on retiring lower rearguards, whereas Blaster Blade only focuses on retiring the higher rearguards. Alright, makes sense. Another copy of Dragonic Overlord. 4 copies of Demonic Dragon Berserker Yaksha. Now, what Yaksha can do, and this is among why the Kagero trial deck is sold more than the Blaster Blade one. This is because now the Kagero trial deck teaches you about superior riding. and this is important for you to find out, because now Vanguard, the thing about OG Vanguard, they introduced all these amazing mechanics, but they didn't how to say guide the players how to achieve it. So they give us all these good cards, but they let the players discover shit by themselves, which is good and bad. But now being an experienced player, and assuming you guys are experienced players as well, this is pretty good. You get to superior early game, and you get the hand advantage of a twin drive early in the game. But assuming you're going first. If you're going second, well, I don't see you benefiting from that. 4 copies of Dragonic Nahalem, 10k vanilla, nothing much to talk about. It's not as good as as the Overdress Nahalem. Yeah, I just realized Galatine was never printed in Overdress. Oh well. 3 extra copies of Berserk Dragon, common print where it's the same one. Wyvern Strike Tejas. Now again, Bushiroad made the Kagero trial deck better than the Royal Paladin one, which I can see the unfair advantage over there. So its ability, you can choose to attack the back row of the same column where this unit is. So it's good for its time, because how to put it, back then you do have, your opponents will run some pesky back rows that can be threatening to your defensive formations in their turn. So playing Tejas is pretty neat. Embodiment of the Armor Bar, 4 copies, 8k vanilla, nothing much to say. Dragon Monk Gojo. So a good recycle engine. On right side, the Vanguard on rear guard, choose a card from your hand, discard, and then draw a card. So I guess the Kagero trial deck really helped you to not start great. Oh yeah, I think tomorrow's playtest video I'll show you one detail that V and Overdress completely gladly you guys missed out on, because it sucks for us back then. So yeah, you only get 2 copies of Gojo, and then 4 copies of the Flame of Hope Airmo. When they attack, it boosted hits. Discard a card, draw a card. So main phase recycle, battlefield recycle. So personally, I would opt for 4 copies of Gojo, just because you can do it on main phase. And then the Demonic Dragon Madonna Joker. Now Joker is Joker grants itself plus 3k if your opponent's rear guard was retired during the main phase. So it's kind of tricky, because you need to time. Back then combos like this were hard to pull off because you got to time your cards correctly, but in today's day and age, it's a bit different. So Wyvern Strike Jaran, it's basically a 10k booster for Tejas, so it's kinda okay over there. And here we are, the starter for this trial deck, Lizard Runner Undo. So just like Stardust Trumpeter, it does nothing, completely nothing at all. Trigger lineup, 4 draw triggers, 4 stand triggers, 4 heal triggers, and 4 critical triggers. And how the Kagero trial deck introduced the effect triggers. They're the first one to introduce effect triggers. Where what Rakshasha can do is that it's the same as Joker. When an opponent's rear guard is retired during a main phase, it gets plus 3k, so it's kind of okay in its justice. So yeah, that is all for today's unboxing. Oh wow, this deck only runs like 7 great trees. Sad. So I hope you guys enjoyed what you've seen. Again, it is a relic unearthed from time, and I'm glad I get to do it on this channel and share it with you guys. So we're at the end of the video, so do tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what you want to see next. I'll show you guys the fight video between Dragonic Overlord and Blaster Blade, and we'll get to see an epic best out of 3 match. Yeah, I guess that should be it. So yeah, give this video a like, sub to this channel, and I'll see you guys in the future very soon. Bye. Respect.